sports. It's in the game.
Hey, yeah, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Blap, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down. Look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, been more PayPal. Turned up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole tape, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out, yeah, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world, and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Ay, these no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. I steam, broski, yummy. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in it, she just made a big. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my this say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I release my soul, now they taking pictures of it. Eyes on the prize, it's my life soda. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She pressing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, then she know it. Live life in disguise, cause bro recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tied up ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life soda. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She pressing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, then she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, all over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not with my way and go. Yeah, I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO.
No single building has played host to more Super Bowls than this one right here. The Caesars Superdome in the Crescent City of New Orleans. This is Super Bowl 59, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it is our extreme privilege to be on hand for the Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down on this field, partner, and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic that while we call it the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It's the AFL NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two that got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Dancing to his left. Taking a shot for Samuel. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Well, now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up?
Yeah, just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Samuel going to go in motion right. Purdy looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. In motion right, Debo. Now Purdy. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Back to throw, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Purdy now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. He'll buy some time running. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Gets through, and now an opening. He's got a full head of steam on his horse. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, 96 yards. And the Bills will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for 28 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. The 20. 5. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 42 yards. And the 49ers are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's Cook again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 127 yards rushing for him now in the opening quarter of this Super Bowl. To throw, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. He's got room at the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. One quarter in the books. 14-7 is the score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second and a couple. Now a first carry for their fullback. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Moody good with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete. Allen now looks to throw. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Buying time to his left. And he goes out right around the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Allen going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Nick Bosa. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. To the air, Allen. And complete, right side to Cook. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. That is caught. He'll have the first down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air. And what a result. Big-time play.
The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. Now Moody for the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And got his man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Two minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 16 yards there. The Bills have a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Here's Allen to throw it. Being chased out left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Allen going to audible to a different look. Up the middle, it's Cook. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Boy, 175 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. In motion, the tight end. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Fights loose. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And his kick is good. And with it, they have taken the lead. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
And he's taken down inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Purdy. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Purdy from the gun. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bills are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They start the drive with Cook. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. They work now on 2nd and 9. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. A big play here for Buffalo. 49 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Boy, 203 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Inside give to Davis. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Ray Davis. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted. Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at about the 32. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesars Superdome. The 4th and final quarter coming right up. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it. Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
A gain of 13 yards. It's now 3rd and 2.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And they'll send the tight end in motion. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. A loss loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the fourth quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensitive. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Purdy will throw for it. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. This is 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw is Allen. First down, here's the run with Cook. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing, Allen. Cook up the gut. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Allen, they'll run with Cook. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Here now, second and goal. They try again with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Cook. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. This to tie things up in the final minute. The kick by Bass is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Purdy to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first, game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People hated that. Now the game reaches OT. Every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
A 3 and out could really hurt here in this opening drive of overtime. Big third down coming. First throw of overtime for Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice start for them here to overtime, and maybe the plan here is don't do anything too crazy. Don't try for some big play, Charles. Just move the chains, put the pressure on the defense.
Well, these early first downs are certainly nice confidence builders as they begin overtime, because even though you've just played 4 quarters, The feeling's entirely different when you take...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That is just a gigantic interception here in overtime of this playoff game. And now, Charles, all they need is 3 to win it.
That's exactly right, because now one possession, one field goal gets it done. They force a lot of big turnovers in the regular season, Brandon, but none come bigger than that one right there. Here in the playoffs, they've got a chance to put this one away.
We are in true sudden death here. The next score wins the Super Bowl as they come up here on second down. What can Allen do now with his drive? Forced out to his left. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Remember, all they need is a field goal here, but the offense still on the field, first and goal. Up the middle, it's Cook. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They run it again with Cook. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Move over, James White. You've got a new rival for best finish to a Super Bowl ever. And these Bills make the 90s seem like a distant memory. Buffalo is the Super Bowl champion. And when this